Alright, so we're inside the mighty 2014 Ram 1500. It's running pretty good at 120,000 miles, but we got a little weirdness going on with the recirculation door. And so there's some other oddities. I mean, it cools, the temperatures are fine, no issues, it stays nice and cool where you set it. It'll generally do what you want, but like right now, if I push the recirc button, nothing happens. And if I look at my AlfaOBD, if I look at my recirc actuator position, target just stays at 0. But if I go to max AC, you'll see the door goes right where it's supposed to, which is pretty much what you want. But here's one of the other weirdnesses. Let's shut that off. Okay. Door's coming back closed. Or not. See, now it's deciding that it's going to open the recirc door. Or close it so it's in full recirc mode even though it's not. And the only way you can get rid of that is if you go to max AC and then shut off max AC. Make a liar out of me. And so now it's still calling for 100. Let's go back to max. There it goes. And if you're in max AC and then you hit the recirc button on the screen instead of the recirc mechanical button, it'll close it. So now we are in outside mode. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shut this off. See what it does. It probably should go right back to recirc because that closes the vent. So when it's parked, you don't have any air getting in or out. So now we're going to shut it off. Open the door. Kill all the power. So it's drifted a little bit. Now remember, I shut that air off. Hey, it stayed off that time. A lot of times now it'll actually come back on when you restart the car. So, let's see. Punch AC. We're still in recirc mode. It tried to do what it's supposed to do, which is open back up into normal mode, and now you can see it's creeping back up again. And now we're back here. And button doesn't work. Try punching that, see what happens. Nothing should happen because now it's still in recirc. And we'll punch that one again. There we go. And now we're back into normal mode. So I downloaded a service manual for this thing, and it's got a little bit of stuff in there about how this system works, but there's not a lot of logic around what sensors or anything it uses to determine what mode it should be in. And I'm going to get out of this mode. Okay, select control unit, that one, connect, yes. Okay, procedures to start. Recirc indicator. Light turns on for a few seconds. Start test. Interesting. That actually functioned. It fired it up here, but it did not fire it down here. Start. Working here, not working here. Interesting. I think this thing may be my problem. That there's something flaky going on in this panel right here. That's wonderful. I wonder how much that's going to cost. But it appears, and do that again. Start. Failed. Back out of there. Select control unit. Try it again. Connect. Yes. Connected. Pick that screen. Select procedure. Recirc indicator. Start. And it did. It fired that one. It does not fire this one. And I can actually hear the actuator doing its thing. So let's see what other procedures we have. Actuator calibration test. I'm gonna run them all. According to this, floor door, defrost door, right temp, recirc, and left temp all passed. So the actuators are doing their thing. So it's not an actuator problem. It's not a flap problem because when they close, it's going the air is going in the right direction. But my new symptom today is this light completely not working and this button completely not working. Though it does work up here. Yep. So I think my problem is actually down here in this switch panel. So I'm going to do a little digging around and see how bent over I'm going to get trying to get a replacement one of those. And I'm really hoping that it can be disconnected from the back and just replace that rather than this whole ridiculous 8AN screen. But wish me luck. Now that's the part. That's the hole in the dash. But the light's not very good in here. You got Phillips screws all the way around this thing. This entire piece, including the radio bezel and this control, is one unit, and that's the part number, which has been superseded about 4 times, and it's now up to AJ. And that is $326 is the cheapest that I could find it online for that piece. So, since it's not really doing anything but annoying me, since it just doesn't quite function the way it's supposed to, but it's not hurting anything, and we have the other controls in the 8.4AN, I think that's what I'm going to do, is we're just going to keep it the way it is and live with it, because good night. $326 because a button stopped working. Not really worth it to me at this point. Maybe at some point, but not right now. Anyway, If y'all are having some problems with your HVAC and your Dodges, the AlfaOBD is pretty darn helpful in diagnosing some of that stuff. You can run a bunch of tests, as you saw that I did, and that'll allow you to get an idea of what's really going on. For me, it looks like I do have a bad button in this ridiculous thing, but I'm going to live with it because I don't feel like spending $326 to fix that button. So, anyway, hope you're all having a good day. Take care.